got a couple of high ideas to run past you.
Oh, high ideas? Uh-oh. You know what that means. Insert the graphic here immediately.
All right, first one, fairly simple. We'll start easy. Do you think cats know we can't see in the dark? I'm just tired of stepping on them.
Weird. Yeah.
But, like, I'm constantly stepping on cats.
I guess cats can see in the dark, can't they?
Yeah.
They got night vision?
And, like, they hunt things that can't see as well in the dark, and I assume that I assume they would know what else can't, but I guess I don't know if they know.
Yeah, it is
I
well,
can't.
because they'll just be laying there and you just step right on them and then they freak out and it's like...
Yeah. Or they'll run under my feet in the middle of the dark.
But they also kind of do that in real life. They just don't move.
Yes, not in the fake life we call darkness.
Well, I mean like daytime real life.
Yes.
Nighttime real life is different. Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah. And I looked it up and there is no answer.
Well, because we can't understand what cats think.
I don't know.
But wouldn't it be wild if we could understand what animals think?
All right, you ready for idea number 2?
Oh, yeah, I'm still trying to process that first one. So this was last night? You thought of this?
Yeah, maybe.
Monday night?
Maybe. I don't know.
The night before it could have been Sunday night after I left, I guess.
Sure. Either way. All right, so next thought. All right, so Christians believe God can do anything, right?
Yeah, good start.
But just like walk with me with these questions. Like they believe God can do anything.
Yep.
He knows everything. He has access to everything.
He's the maker of all. Yep.
So technically speaking, he knows the internet, right?
Yeah.
But like he does.
Yeah.
Like according to them, he knows everything on the internet. He knows everything everyone does with the internet.
Porn.
So technically he could have a computer. He's God. He can create anything. He can access anything. He could have a computer, right?
Yeah.
So technically God could make an email address, right?
Yeah.
But like legitimately, if I walked this through to a Christian, the answer is yes to all these. So God could send an email to a person is what that leads to, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like couldn't he? According to Christians.
It sounds like you just watched Bruce Almighty.
No, but like
He does that in that movie.
Sure. But no, I did not just...
He sends emails to people.
Sure. What I'm talking about, like, they technically believe that he could do that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Which also means, like, they truly believe, technically, he could be on, like, a Fortnite server, which is wild to think about.
God's up there with the fucking PS5 controller.
But why couldn't he?
Yeah, he can do anything.
Isn't that interesting, though, that, like, really, like, a kid could walk a parent through that and be like, all right, so who's to say he's not?
Yeah, why? He could be playing me right now. I mean, yeah, he could be. I mean, he already did he built the world.
Yeah.
He already did everything, so why wouldn't he be playing Fortnite?
Well,
he's got nothing else to do.
That's also kind of what I was thinking about. Is like, why not? But also then you're like, well, what about everyone else in heaven? Obviously, they don't have it. Otherwise, all the servers would be full.
The servers are full.
Oh, good point.
I don't know. I've never played. I mean, I haven't played Fortnite in a long time. But that is fascinating.
But like, isn't that interesting that technically they would believe that? Just because I was running it by Izzy and all she kept saying is like, yeah, but they believe he wouldn't. But that's not what I'm asking.
Why wouldn't he then, if he could?
Right.
It's just god@heaven.com. Like, that's like their URL.
Well, like, that's the other question is, what is the email then? Like, what? Because also, like, he's...
bestbuy.com.
Like, does he still have to go through the process or does he just have it? But either way, it technically could happen.
I feel like he's so advanced, like he's kind of like AI, where he can just be like, I don't need a computer. I can just send an email, snap my fingers.
But you still have it sent from an email address.
Yeah, it's still got to be in our.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's so advanced up there, they're past email.
No, but like he could still do it.
He could still.
They're not past anything up there. They're everything up there.
He's up there watching a fucking VHS tape. He could.
I would believe he's more analog. Like, I would believe he's more at arcades than online.
Well, VHS is analog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick as fuck. He just has a massive record collection. And he's like, man, the 60s were the best era of music.
That would make sense that he would be more that kind of stuff. Like, he wouldn't have an MP3 player.
Yeah, because he's old school, baby.
But
he's been around since
he's
forever.
the oldest school.
Yeah. And that's like the first era of technology.
As far, I guess. Besides,
'Cause
like,
he wouldn't be
old tape stuff.
He wouldn't be up there fucking running an 8-track.
Yeah, no, it would have to be vinyl, wouldn't it?
Yeah, vinyl would be cool. Because he would... Because you don't want God hanging out with, and showing you his CD collection.
That's true.
Fucking gross.
And like VHS does seem like the besides just literal film.
Oh yeah, you could have reels.
Oh, and just shining on a cloud.
Oh, that'd
be sick.
Every Friday night, we watch the Titanic.
But like, it's a two-parter.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't really see him going past like the 64.
Yeah, he's like, I don't need to play anything else.
Yeah, they already perfected the controller.
Yeah, I'm God. I have 3 hands. He doesn't need.
It's who it was built for. On the 8th day, God created the 64 controller. But like my thought process is correct, right? Like they truly like that is in the realm of possibilities. This thought?
You were just sitting in silence.
I have no idea.
You were just sitting in silence, and you're like, okay.
I think I woke Izzy up for it.
You were laying in bed.
I think so. Yeah.
And you're like, wake up. She's like, oh, did someone break in? And you're like, no, I got something to tell you.
Well, because I also had to walk her
die?
through.
No, it's just an idea I had. And she just keeps going, yes. I mean, technically, yes.
Yeah, but like, I think yes, and I think that's fucking fascinating.
I think that's really intriguing.
Same with the question I always have for people too is, does God have a butthole? No, but honestly,
weren't you gonna make a kid's book?
No, not a kid's book. I was gonna write a book about religions, and it would be called that But like, we were made in His image, so the answer technically, I think, is yes.
Yeah,
but
he has the first butthole.
The question is why.
Yeah.
Does he shit? Because I came up with that question at a bar with a friend, and a guy sitting behind me answered, "Yeah, how do you think everything got here?"
By shit.
No, like through God's butthole. Yeah.
God shit.
And that's why I've always loved that.
So we're God's shit.
I believe it.
I mean, we are pieces of shit. I mean, not us, just humans, for the most part. We're God's pieces of shit.
But this is the Moist Monday podcast.
And this is not a piece of shit. This used to be a piece of shit, and now it's not. Well, I'm in like deep thought mode right now.
I thought those were all interesting.
They are interesting. Mm-hmm. I'm not even high. I've had almost a beer, and I'm intrigued by it. I'm going to think about it for the next 30 seconds.
Welcome back to the Moist Monday podcast.
And the Moist tour continues.
Hopefully the last date.
Okay, wow. Yeah, we have been on tour for the past 3 weeks.
It's been...
And if you've been watching us on YouTube, we've been filming in a hotel room.
Yes.
Hopefully the audio sounds... I mean, it's quieter.
Yes.
I've noticed it's been quieter, and they're a lot calmer episodes, even though we've been talking about heavy shit.
Well, because also we're in bed with probably another bed right behind us. So
yeah,
we can't be our usual
and they're probably
selves.
trying to make love.
Maybe.
And we're making art. Jacob put the microphone up and I could hear it. I could hear some squeaks. Little squeaky poos. But the Moist Monday tour continues. We're traveling. We're seeing the world. We're podcasting all over the place.
Oklahoma City.
Nashville twice.
Nashville
again. But hopefully this is the last one for a long time.
Yes.
Because we've been doing this 3 weeks straight and it's exhausting.
Yeah. In the past 3 weeks, we've driven... I don't even know how many hours.
So many hours.
60?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After tomorrow, we'll be at over 60 hours of just driving.
Yeah, it's been a lot. But we had quite the eventful day of driving today.
One of us did. You piece of shit.
I'm not allowed to drive.
I know, so I have to drive.
Yeah, Jacob does all the driving. I just sit there and play my Switch and I'm on my phone.
Complain.
I don't complain.
No, he goes, wow, did you see that? I just go, yep, sure did, but it's just that over and over.
There's cool stuff I see when I'm not looking at my phone. Because I get bored. But the wildest thing that I saw today, and I think you can agree, was when we weren't driving. We were on the road for about 3.5, 4 hours.
Oh,
and we pull into a gas station, and
in the middle of nowhere.
We've talked about this before on the podcast, but I'm glad we experienced it together. So in Iowa, gambling's legal, but everywhere else, gambling is massive. It is not like this in Iowa.
I don't know if gambling is like fully legal or like it's not the same as everywhere else.
I don't know because we were in a different state. I think it was Illinois or something.
Maybe.
And or something like that.
Illinois or Missouri.
And gambling is so big that it's like there's slot machines at gas stations.
At all of them, too.
And they're just everywhere. And we walk in, it's 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. And I walk in and I see the slot machines, and I'm like, I'm always just weirded out by it because I'm like, this is weird. Who would do that? And then I notice a guy's at it, playing it, and I'm like, oh, interesting choice because we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
Literally just a gas station. Nothing nearby.
I just really had to pee.
Yeah. We didn't even get gas. So as I'm walking by, I noticed next to him in the chair, there's 2 kids
Sharing a chair.
sharing a chair, watching their father
Just
gamble on electronic slot machines, which are definitely rigged.
And these kids should definitely just... Oh, I guess it's summer still, so maybe that's why they were there.
Yeah, but it was like the weirdest thing. Like the dad was, and none of them looked like they were having fun. The dad wasn't even having fun.
They never do at those. It's just they just sit there and then
And
lose
they just
money.
keep pressing the button.
Yeah, like it's not even like...
It's not even fun. You don't even get to pull anything.
Well, no, like most like slot machines are like so lame now because I've only gambled once and it
They're
was
not,
like...
so they're obviously fake because it's just all digital.
Right, yeah, because I went in, I was like, I want to see how long it takes to lose $20. And like I think at most I was up $8 and then I just kept gambling until I was down to like 12 cents and couldn't lose anymore.
And then you're like, okay, fun, walk away.
Well, that was just like, yeah, I got nothing out of it.
But it was so wild. I was like, okay. At first I was like, is he a trucker? But then I'm like, why are his kids with him? Maybe we're his fuck. So then now he just drove a normal car there. They probably stopped to get fucking breakfast or go to the bathroom, and he's like, you know what, Dad's been driving for a while. Let me let loose and gamble.
You don't think that was their destination?
They might have been.
I think he goes there every Tuesday and then like
he's like, I just got paid.
Well, no, like during the summer, he's like, I'm not changing my schedule for you kids. Come on. That's my theory.
He's divorced from his wife and he has to go pick up his kids. So on the way back to the house with the kids, he's like, well, depending on how well I do is how much fun we're going to have this week.
Your mom can't get my money if I gamble at all.
Yeah. But it was wild. They were sharing a chair, watching him just hit a button.
Yep, over and
over.
And
it was 11 a.m. It was like the weirdest thing. And I was like, is this just normal? Nobody else seemed to care about it. People just walking by. It blows my mind. I don't get it.
No, because like every gas station around here has them. I guess I don't know about here, but still in that area.
Yeah, it's just, and then like literally they have like flags and shit that say like gaming and gambling, and a lot of them say like video games.
But it's always just machines.
But it's slot machines. So I always get excited because I'm like, oh, they sell video games. Nope, it's gambling slot machines.
Which I guess is a game.
Yeah, but it's so.
I mean, like Pac-Man, you waste a quarter and you just play a little thing.
I guess that's true. But I'd rather.
And you don't get any money out of it.
But I'd rather do that than fucking just hit a button and just see it go ding, ding, ding. Try again.
And just you're out.
Because there's no skill involved. There's no like trying to get a high score or trying to, eating ghosts. You just hit a button and hopefully you get a match. And then your kids go, oh, you did it, Dad. Can we
go home?
Can we get ice cream now? Yeah, we can afford it now because I won $7.
But I'm gonna go again.
Yep. See if I can double it or nothing. And it's usually nothing. It's just it blows my mind every time I see it. I've seen it so many times. It is wild. But then on top of that, crazy drive. We were driving, dude. We had some crazy storms today.
Yeah, it was rough.
Holy shit! So as we were leaving Des Moines, we left Des Moines this morning, which is where we live. We were on the road and it was like beautiful day. Weather was nice. And then it was on Facebook and it was like severe weather is coming to Des Moines. It's 60-mile-an-hour winds. And we were like, oh, that sucks. We must have been ahead of it because by the time we get to Nashville, we get fucking struck
with another giant storm.
Storm as we're unloading arcade cabinets. It's like fucking downpouring. Get fucking drenched. And then we were driving to the hotel afterwards. And oh my God. I thought we were going to get struck by lightning.
Well, it was supposed to take like 45 minutes. I think it took like 2 hours.
Yeah, because it was dark as fuck.
Couldn't see
We
anything.
couldn't see. The rain was so powerful, and the lightning literally was so close to us. Like every time I had lightning, it hurt my eyes. It was so bright. It was so scary. It was freak. I literally thought we were going to get struck because all the lightning looked like it was hitting the ground. Like you know how you see it in the sky, but this one was like so close to us. And that's coming out of God's asshole.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
We all are.
It was a wild day, dude.
He lost. Didn't get a battle royale.
Battle royale? Oh, when he was playing Fortnite, he's like, "Fuck!" And then he just shits out lightning bolts.
Do you remember when like people would like say like God's bowling?
Oh, every time it thunders.
And that was just science back then. Things were easier.
That is kind of fun. When you're a kid, it's just like, oh, it's thundering. That means did God get a strike?
Why does he bowl so much?
I mean, it doesn't rain that often. So what was he doing today if he was fucking freaking out? That's more than bowling. He's jumping on the bed or something. I don't know. That's weird as hell, though. But that was our day. Freaking exciting. Freaking crazy. I did play a bunch of Link's Awakening, though, while you were driving. So that was fun.
Yeah, good for you, bud.
Playing some video games, getting paid for it.
I just drove.
It's kind of nice. I do like nothing.
Yeah, you sure
I don't even know why I come, to be honest. Why do you need... What's the point of me coming?
For this one, there really wasn't, because, yeah, you didn't do anything.
I mean, I unloaded cabinets.
Yeah, but, like, you didn't need to.
Yeah, that's why it's so... Why do you...
I don't know.
Why don't you people just to help, just to make it so it doesn't suck?
Maybe you technically can drive. I guess I don't see why not. It's just, I don't mind driving.
Yeah, and semis scare me.
Yep, and that's also why.
Yeah, and I'm not a good driver.
Nope, you sure aren't, bud.
I mean, I'm a good driver. I just fall asleep.
You're not a good driver.
I'm a good driver.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Nope.
I'm good.
I drove with you this weekend. You're not a good driver.
What did I do this weekend?
You were on your phone constantly because your Spotify wasn't working.
I wasn't looking at it.
Yes, you were. I watched.
I was still in the lanes.
Yeah. No, you're not a good driver.
I would just fall asleep when I drive.
You've done that in my car, too.
Yeah, so that's why I can't drive.
There's a lot of reasons.
Well, that was our day. Pretty fun. But I did prepare some stuff because I was in the car for 12 hours.
Yeah, look at you.
It's time for some blind rankings.
All right.
Okay, I got 2 of them today. I'm going to start off with an easy one. Let's see how you do. Blind rank these days of the week.
All right.
But there's only 5 of them.
Okay.
So get luck. Starting off, middle of the week, Wednesday.
I like a Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday's pretty good.
I'll put that in the middle of the thing, number 3.
Number 3 for hump day. Okay, next up, Sunday. Sundays can be fun.
Yeah, because it used to be that Izzy and I always had Sundays off, so I'll put that at number 2.
Damn, number 2 for Sunday. Good luck on this next one. Where would you put Monday, the official holiday of the Moist Monday podcast?
Probably at number 4.
What? You put Monday at 4?
I work on Mondays.
Fuck. Okay, so you got 1 of 5 left.
Yeah.
Coming up next, we got Thursday.
Let's just do 5.
5 for Thursday.
Because the 2 that are left.
Holy shit. So then your number 1 day of the week is Tuesday.
Oh shit, Tuesday was left?
Yep.
Damn.
I didn't put Friday and Saturday on here.
I forgot about Tuesday.
Damn, you like that? You put Monday at 4, dude? That's our day. What the fuck? I guess for the past month we've been recording on Tuesdays. So
exactly.
That's why you put it at 1. Okay. So I got another one, and this one will tie into a discussion afterwards.
Okay.
Because this is current events. Blind rank these Olympic events because the Olympics is going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. There's a lot of summer Olympic games. Where would you blind rank badminton?
I actually do enjoy badminton, but like watching it isn't really anything.
It's whether that's a
me.
sport.
Why?
I don't know, because they're out there hitting the shuttlecock.
Yeah, it's still a sport.
I know, but I remember playing that in gym class, and I was like, "This." I mean, it's fun, but it's like, what are we doing?
No, I think that's one of the better racket games.
Okay, tennis is way better.
I would put badminton over tennis,
What?
but I put racquetball over both.
Well, racquetball is fun.
I'd put that probably as number 4.
4 for badminton. Okay, not bad, not bad. This is an official Olympic event, this next one, because I looked it up on the Olympics.com website. Flag football.
Oh, weird.
Flag football. What the fuck?
Yeah, they got a bunch of adults running around.
Yeah, like adults that can't tackle each
And
other.
like, who plays for America? Because I don't think anyone from the NFL goes.
I wonder if it's like retired NFL people that can't get tackled anymore. Because I know that's what a lot of them do. Like they go and they play flag football because they still can throw a ball.
I
They
guess.
just can't take tackles.
Yeah, quarterback, you'd still want that. But for like runners, you'd probably want younger people still.
It's just a bunch of kids. It's official. I looked it up. Who's watching flag football in the fucking Olympics?
Oh, God, we're going to have to look into that.
Yeah, it seems
I'm
interesting.
going to put that at number 5.
Number 5 for flag football. Okay, this next one.
Like, other countries don't, like, play football, though, is the thing. Like, a few do.
I know,
like,
but what's wild is normal football is on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure normal football's on there, which is insane because America has the Super Bowl.
Right.
So it's like, what? And other countries don't do it. I mean, soccer's up there, but most countries play soccer. This next one, if you don't know what it means, I do have a description of it. Where would you rank the modern pentathon?
Pentathons. That's 5 things.
Yep.
What do you do in a
So
pentathon?
the pentathon is comprised of running, jumping, javelin,
Ooh.
discus, and wrestling.
Wrestling.
Yeah. So they do all 5 of those, like boom, 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 boom. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, like who do they wrestle at the end? Someone else who just got done doing all those things?
I have no idea, but
All right, so it's running, jumping,
javelin,
javelin.
which is when you throw the
Yeah.
and then discus, throw the little disc, and then wrestling.
Well, so that's like classic Olympic shit.
Yeah, this is
though.
it's like because there was like
That's like the old Greek shit.
it's
yeah.
ancient games. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like it's like
So
it's
I
been a-
probably put that like number 2 because those are all well. Because like my favorite thing about Olympics is seeing who can run the fastest, who can jump the highest, who can throw the like it's like the classics of like what is capable.
Yeah, what's
of a
capable
human,
with the human
And
body.
then you wrestle,
Yeah, I don't
which
know
is
what-
just good old fun.
I don't know what wrestling has to.
Because that is a classic. Like wrestling is as old as the Olympics.
Yeah, but it's weird. Like if you're good at throwing javelin, are you good at wrestling?
If
Or I
you're
wonder
good at
it's-
running, are you good at discus? No.
Yeah, I wonder if
you have
it's-
to be an overall athlete.
I wonder if it's a tag or if it's individual.
I would assume
Tag.
individual.
Individual, yeah, 'cause
Because
it's
otherwise, what's the point of putting wrestling in there?
Yeah, that's true. Next up is trampolining.
Trampolining is actually pretty
it's
fucking cool because they use
fascinating
those
as-
giant ones where they're
Fascinating
going.
as fuck to watch. It's like it's
20
one of the
plus feet,
gymnastics. Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with that at number 2.
Well, you just put modern pentathlon at number 2.
Oh, all right. Then number 3.
Number 3 for trampolining. So then your number 1,
Yes.
you always save it for last, which this isn't a bad last one. Fencing.
Ooh, I actually do enjoy fencing.
Fencing, pretty badass. I didn't put any main events here.
I see that.
Because I pulled a Jake up there. But dude, fencing, I saw an article today. By the time you hear this podcast, it's going to be old news. But I think it was the winner. She got gold in fencing from like a different country, maybe Sweden or something. But she was 7 months pregnant.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and she won the fencing thing.
Jesus, what an athlete.
I know, that's, don't you get stabbed in the stomach?
I mean, not hard. I mean, but yes, you do.
Yeah, but that's insane.
Huh.
She gets a fucking gold medal and then she goes to give birth.
Like,
That's wild.
I mean, like, good for her because she won too, but like, should that be allowed?
I don't know if it's allowed. They were probably like, we don't have any more athletes. Can you please come? And she's like, I'm on bed rest.
maternity leave.
what
Yeah.
the-
That is fucking
But
wild.
I guess the Olympics only come every 4 years, so it's like she didn't plan that one out.
yeah.
If you're
like,
an Olympic athlete,
Yeah, what the
wait to have
fuck?
sex till after the Olympics. You have 4 years.
Or like 2 months before, like not 7 months before. Good lord.
So 7
Yeah,
months.
because she had to have known she was going to the Olympics this year.
So she must have had sex on Christmas.
Oh, that's nice. That's the gift that keeps on giving.
One was wild too. Is like back in Christmas time, you probably didn't even think about the Olympics.
If you're a world class fencer, you did.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably have a coach. She's probably like, oh, I have to tell you something. I'm pregnant.
No, she probably fences every day.
Yeah, and her coach is like, are you serious? The Olympics is coming up. You're a top fencer.
That is wild.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. But the Olympics are going on. It's fucking cool, dude. What are some of your favorite events?
So I think my number one, just because I think from being in Iowa, is women's gymnastics.
I think that's one of the top watched ones too.
I think so too. I mean, because it just at least seems that way for us because we went to high school with Shawn Johnson.
Yeah, she was
who is-
massive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shawn Johnson.
Shawn Johnson.
Yep, she's I mean, she also won like Dancing with the Stars and a whole bunch of other shit. but,
And now
like,
she's a YouTuber.
yeah, I think so because her husband's also an athlete of some sort.
That would make sense. Power couple.
But like, yeah, I remember her being in the Olympics was a huge deal, and we all watched that. Same with like, I love swimming. I think mainly because of just Michael Phelps.
Michael
just
Phelps
got me
fucking-
super pumped for it.
Well, when we were kids, these athletes were bigger than Earth.
But that's
you
how
know?
it's always been. I mean, like even like you go back like when Bruce Jenner run the decathlon, he was
Who's
like
that?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh,
Yeah.
You mean the Wheaties box guy?
Yeah, but like they
I
were the
knew who
most
it was.
famous person in the world at that time. Like for like Olympics, like it hits hard at times. It's so
and
interesting.
and what's so wild is like our country can be in turmoil, which
Yeah.
it is, and then the Olympics come around and it's like USA, US, like we all come together. It's kind of fun.
I mean, yeah,
Like
I
nobody,
love the
no matter
Olympics.
what you believe in or what you do or everything, it's always like, well, I hope USA gets gold.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
everyone can agree on that. That's kind of fun.
except for like, but like also like even a few years ago when it was like Usain Bolt, We're
Oh,
like,
yeah, for different
I just
country.
love when someone's just a fucking powerhouse.
Well, it is
There's
wild.
a woman track star right now. I can't remember her name, but she's a fucking badass.
And she's just a sprinter? Or
yeah,
something?
I'm almost positive she's American because I've seen a lot about her, and she's incredible. She always has like the most badass finishers,
Oh, like she's like smiling or something?
or like doing a pose or something, and she's just the best.
Holy
just
fuck.
when anyone is the best,
The best at what they do.
it's incredible.
It's insane. We were talking about this on the drive. Like, professional athletes go to the Olympics, but then if they're not from America, they go play for their country. And that's kind of that's wild to me. I mean, it makes sense because they would represent their country, but then also they do professional sports for America.
Well, yeah, because that's where the money is.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird, but because then they compete against their fellow, like the athletes that they are on the same team with.
Yeah, I think that's better though.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Well, because also
It is, but it is like why are big sports in the Olympics though? I don't get that.
I don't
why
get why
is football in the Olympics.
I don't understand why soccer is.
Yeah, because there's the World Cup.
Yeah. Same with like tennis. Like, who really cares about Olympic
Because
tennis?
there's the Wimbledon.
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
You got there.
Yeah, like I don't. That's such a. I mean, obviously they're the best at that sport,
But like,
is
we
a gold
already-
medal better than getting the World Cup?
it can't be.
Probably not.
I guess I don't know how they see
And
that.
some of those teams are like just the best ofs.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I think we listened to a podcast about this on the down here, but it's like these people don't even play together, and then they just have to. Then they're on the team together. Like there's no like, they don't really. There's no chemistry for some of the teams.
I mean, sports also have like the all-star games where they do just put all the best people together on one team.
Yeah, that's true. I guess the football, like the weekend before the Super Bowl, they do like that type of game, but most people don't try because they don't want to get hurt for the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
I don't
So they
think the
don't.
people in the Super Bowl play in that game.
Oh, they don't.
I highly doubt it because of that.
Well, I'm sure they don't. Like it's just like it doesn't matter. But I don't care. The Pro Bowl, that's what it's called.
But
yeah, I'm sure that. But
in that point, do any sports matter?
yeah, but when you watch the Pro Bowl, it's like they're not trying.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Oh yeah,
I don't watch
the
sports.
professional bowl. You watch the Olympics?
Yeah.
Summer Olympics are really fun. I've just seen clips online. I haven't. Growing up, we used to watch it like, religiously. My mom would have it like on 24/7.
Yep. My mom and my sister were really into it too.
Gymnastics is so fun to watch. And what's wild is like it's in a different country, but like events are going on all the fucking time because there's so many events. And so like you can watch events live, or if it's not live, it's just broadcasted to you whenever. It's like it's really fascinating. It should be so wild we turn it around on flag football. Like, what the fuck?
I do
Why
wonder
is
who's
flag
in that.
football?
I did
Yeah,
see
Brett Favre's out there playing flag football.
I believe Korea just broke a world record for women's shooting, and she looked like a badass doing it. Although, if you ever watched,
Like with a rifle shooting?
no, with a pistol.
Whoa, with a
like,
pistol?
Looks like a flintlock pistol. I don't know why the pistols look like that. And they have
Is it just like targets? Or like,
I don't know, but they have these special glasses where like one is like a little not like scope, but like a little like sight on it, and the other one is blacked out.
Whoa.
It's super fucking weird, and they shoot with one hand, and they like lock their elbow.
What the heck?
Well, like it's weird, like how Olympics work, where it's technically not even like the best way or most practical
it's
way
the
to
most
do it. But if
accurate.
you can win doing that, but then everybody does it that way. I find that always fascinating the way they do that.
What's wild about some of those sports like shooting or archery or stuff like that, it's like if you just get really good at just aiming at a target, you don't have to be like physically fit.
Yeah, archery is the quickest way to get into the Olympics.
You just have to shoot a bow at this thing and get a bullseye every time.
As long as you if you get good enough at the correct distance with the correct type of bow, you could technically go to the Olympics if you get good enough.
You could just have a beer belly at the Olympics. That blows my mind. That's
I
like where
imagine-
like the top athletes.
There's a good amount of sports you could have a beer belly for.
Yeah, is bowling in the Olympics?
I don't know. Is
didn't-
bowling in other countries?
I don't know.
God does it.
Yeah, God does it when it rains. It's just so weird. Like, but it's so fun. I really like watching sand volleyball. That's always fun. 2v2 is wild to me. It's so
Where they're just never standing. They're always
and
diving.
they're always diving, and then they're able to get up and just keep hitting the ball.
That's
It's like,
ridiculous.
and then you do all that for 1 point. Like, what the fuck?
But, like,
I
imagine
think
doing that,
golf
and then
is in
you-
the Olympics. That's weird too,
Yeah,
because that takes so long,
sure.
and golf is so boring.
I guess a lot of other countries would do golf because that's not even an American game.
Let me see if I can find the the list that I was looking at of like all. There's a fuck ton of events.
I would love some info on the flag football.
Oh yeah, I'll find it. So I'll start at the top. Archery. Yep, that's a good one. It's alphabetical. Artistic gymnastics.
Is that like the floor routine?
Yeah, I
with
think
the,
so.
like-
Artistic swimming, which is kind of cool. I think that's when they do like the diving.
Or that might be the group swimming.
Oh, group swimming, or when they do like the synchronized diving.
That's synchronized swimming is what I was talking
Oh,
about
okay,
too.
yeah.
Would that probably be more artistic?
This is just called athletics.
All right, that's a good one.
I don't know what athletics means. Oh, that's like the men's 100, men's 400,
Oh.
men's marathon. Dude,
Okay.
running a marathon's in the Olympics?
God, fuck that.
God. Badminton,
Yep.
baseball, softball,
Weird.
basketball.
I guess like doesn't like Japan really like baseball or something like that?
Yeah,
I guess
Japan's actually
South-
really good at baseball.
And South America countries would really like
Yeah.
baseball too.
A lot of pros in the MLB, some of them are from Japan.
All right.
Like there's a guy in the Yankees, I think, that my mom really likes. Then there's basketball 3v3, beach volleyball, boxing. That's kind of fun. What the hell? This one's called breaking. Oh, it's break dancing.
Fuck yeah. Dude,
This must be a new thing.
yeah, breakdancing, that's more recent.
Yeah, it's
So,
literally-
because I know they recently added breakdancing, skateboarding, and rock climbing, which all three I love.
Rock climbing's dope. Canoe slalom, SLALOM, slalom. Canoe sprint, cricket. That's an old sport.
Okay.
Then there's a bunch of cycling, diving, equestrian, horse
Horses.
riding.
Yep.
Fencing, flag football. Let's look into the flag
Yeah,
football.
do they have like the current stats? Who's doing the best?
Flag football is a variant of American football, where the aim is to advance up the pitch via a series of offensive plays. It's a no-contact sport with tackles made by removing 3 fabric flags.
So what does the offensive and defensive line do? They still like grab each other, right?
You're not allowed to tackle.
But like they're still stopping each other.
This is
Does
flag
it-
football started during World War II for American soldiers. So American made it
Oh.
up because they were like bored or something.
Sure, and then they didn't want to tackle each other. That's fair.
Golf,
Wait.
hockey.
Other like, does it say like who any of the current games happening?
It doesn't. It just says like the history about it. I'm on Olympics.com.
Okay.
Handball, judo, jujitsu. That's kind of cool. Karate. So some of these are like karate. Is that just about form, or are you actually fighting somebody?
You're fighting because you get points for hitting.
Okay. Lacrosse. Lacrosse is kind of fun. God, marathon swimming. That's like probably swimming a mile. Holy shit. Rugby, dude. I've been getting my Instagram.
Oh, so the 2028 Summer Olympics will introduce the sport of flag football for the first time. Damn.
Oh, so it's not even out yet.
So we're early on that one.
Damn. So
Lame.
yeah, you heard it here, folks. Everybody.
Look forward to this.
My Instagram is starting to be filled with ladies rugby,
Not a bad thing to fill it with.
dude.
There's
the-
one lady
the-
on the American team
yeah,
who's holy
Alana-
shit.
Alana something.
The one who could just
She's
sprint
a fucking
the field.
She's a fucking beast,
Yeah.
dude.
God, you just want those thighs across your head.
Dude, I'm now like I used to be way into roller derby chicks. Now I'm getting into rugby chicks, which
Similar.
I think are
But they probably share a lot of the same things.
yeah, they're mostly gay.
Yeah, that's also, yeah, they're mostly lesbians.
But I just love a powerful woman, and it is so fun to watch. Like, because dude, rugby's an intense
You
sport.
just like women tackling each other.
Yeah, powerful thighs.
Is that all it is? It's just like just women running over each other.
Yeah, because I want them to run over me.
And like, yeah, with your dating history, they could have.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Sailing, shooting, skateboarding, squash.
I actually have never known what squash is.
Squash is like a weird. It's
like
it's
racquetball-esque,
a paddle.
isn't it?
It's a paddle
Yeah.
game. Yeah, squash balls are made of rubber.
There you go.
Damn, it's been around since the 18th century.
That makes sense.
Weird.
I always thought it was interesting. I always thought dodgeball would be a good one.
Ooh, a dodgeball would be dope.
Or like that would still be competitive. Like,
5v5.
Yeah. Like countries. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that'd be sick as fuck. Chucking a
like-
ball at someone's
But
face.
you need that classic rubber one. Do you remember when they got rid of those in our school?
Yeah,
And they
they
gave us
got-
those gator balls.
Gator balls suck ass.
They're just nothing.
and it's like they were different sized gator
And they didn't
balls.
sting. Like they just
No,
hit you
you
and you're
gotta-
fine. If I get hit with a dodgeball, I want to hurt a little bit because I failed.
Yeah, because you didn't dodge it.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
You need incentive to dodge.
Yeah.
And like a gator ball is not it.
table tennis. Ping pong's badass.
I love because ping pong it's such a small thing,
dude,
and like yeah, like what you can do with such a simple game is ridiculous.
How the fuck do they do it so fast?
Well, they're throwing
and they're
spin on it too,
and they're like 3 feet away from the table.
Yeah, I don't because also you think then you just
then hit it lightly.
Yeah,
dude, there's a table tennis game for the Xbox 360 that is so fucking fun, and I always play as the Chinese guy that's in it from China, and
that one,
and I think he's like an Olympian.
Probably.
And it's fucking badass. Volleyball, water polo, weightlifting.
Yeah.
And then wrestling. I'm curious about this wrestling. Is it? Yeah.
It's wrestling. What do you mean?
I just thought it was like pro wrestling.
No, it's actual wrestling.
There's different styles. There's like Greco-Roman and then freestyle wrestling.
Okay.
And there's different weight classes, obviously.
Yeah. No, Greco-Roman's probably just the OG.
And then there's freestyle. So it's probably modern. Yeah, there's just a lot of fun stuff. And it is cool. Like some of them, there's so many events just in that, like swimming. There's so many different ones.
Well, because that's why like America usually wins, like the overall medal count because we have the best swimmers, and they win all of the medals, like so many fucking medals.
It's just insane. Like, at what point in your life? I mean, obviously, Sean Johnson. She did it like literally right out of high school.
Yeah.
Like my neighbor had math class with her. Mm-hmm. But like, at what point in your life?
She watched me play volleyball once.
At what point in your life do you go, you know what? I'm going to try and go to the Olympics.
I think pretty early you know that you're going to.
And then you just
work towards it. And then wait until the year comes up.
But how do you dedicate your life to that? Like, how do you make money? You know what I mean?
Brand deals.
What are you looking up right now?
Michael Phelps has 28 medals.
Holy shit.
23 of them are gold. That is wild.
I mean, I remember seeing that photo of him just wearing them
all of them.
And you're just like, damn. And People Got Magazine smoked pot.
Yeah.
Settle down.
It's like when girls started cutting themselves because Justin Bieber smoked pot.
I mean, don't cut yourself.
No.
But that's a dumb thing to do.
That's also an even dumber reason to cut yourself.
Yeah. But also, we talked about this earlier, but like, people were mad that Michael Phelps was smoking pot. If anything, that makes you worse at swimming.
Yeah.
It hurts your lungs. Like, you know what? I feel like your cardio
just like
would
a photo of him doing a bong rip and like, oof.
Who gives a fuck?
But also people did back then. I maybe even did back then, which is so lame.
Yeah, now you're a pothead.
A little bit. I just got some ideas.
What do you like? What do you like better, winter or summer Olympics?
Summer.
Oh, really?
Winter, I do like snowboarding because I love...
Snowboarding's dope. Ice skating?
No, snowboarding, ice skating are the only ones I really think of that I love in the
I love watching
winter.
curling.
It's fine. Like, I get, like, that it's interesting, but it's like, I don't actually care.
Bobsled's dope.
Yeah. Remember that guy died and they kept showing footage of it during the Olympics? That was wild.
I mean, you gotta tell the story, dude.
Dude, they showed it over and over, though. The dude flying off the bobsled and bouncing around.
I don't think I saw that.
No, it was fucking wild.
Was that probably 6 years ago?
I don't know.
Was it kind of recent? Or when we were kids?
Maybe the one before that, maybe 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Damn, dude.
I also love that countries hate having the Olympics in their own place.
Yeah, that's just wild because it's like, oh, it's in Paris this year. That's super cool. It's probably good for Paris.
No,
when you find
it destroys Paris.
It ruins the town.
They hate it. They hate it so much.
Because it's so much setup.
They'll shit in the river to try to stop it.
What? People shit in the river?
God, you don't hear about anything. Yes.
I don't listen to the news or watch the telly.
Yes, so to protest the Olympics because they cleaned up the river in Paris, and I guess I don't know why people are upset about that. I think they were upset that they only did it for the Olympics.
Yeah, instead of just for normal.
But I think they probably don't have governor, but whoever's in charge of Paris was like, as a publicity, was going to swim in the river to show that it's clean enough to hold events. So everybody shit in it that day. And then she ended up postponing it.
She didn't want to get in the shit river.
Yeah, and there was even a link that if you didn't live right in Paris, but you lived off the river, when and where to shit in it, so it'd end up right there on that day.
Was there photos of it and it looked nasty?
I mean, it's never looked good. It still doesn't.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It is wild. Yeah, because they build like a whole Olympic village.
Yep.
And then...
And you're not allowed to fuck in it.
Dude, I was seeing the cardboard beds. I don't understand. It's so weird because it's like you get a small mattress or a small pad,
On
and then it's
cardboard.
like cardboard with a divider on both sides.
But also they get one pillow.
Yeah,
Isn't that insane? We're in a shitty hotel and we got 3.
I got 4, baby.
Oh, right, yeah.
Dude, what's also insane is they're athletes. You need a good night's rest.
Yeah. No, that's what I was thinking too. Do you know what the American NBA team did, or the basketball team did?
Got a hotel.
Yeah. They spent like $15 million on a nice ass hotel or something like that.
Because you need a good night's sleep to compete.
Also, they're running out of food for the Olympians. They yeah.
Because athletes eat a ton of food.
Right, yeah.
And they probably don't have to pay for it.
And also,
they're competing in the Olympics.
Why aren't they allowed to fuck? That pisses me off. Let all these attractive. Also, if they all fuck, now we have the next good version of the human race.
Yeah,
we
want
shit.
Olympians to fuck, not people listening to this podcast to fuck.
Yeah. Like that's
we
who should run the world.
We don't need more podcasters. We need more Olympians.
Exactly.
We need more people to play rugby, so they have a better chance to find one.
That's true. Yeah, if you could really widen that. Yeah.
It is, dude. I was look, speaking of like people dating in the Olympics and stuff like that, there's a lot of like Olympians on Tinder and shit.
Sure.
Just so they can match with other Olympians. And apparently, I don't have the dating apps right now, but you can set your location to Paris and potentially match with Olympians.
Ooh.
And I'm like, that's dope as fuck.
Yeah, because if you pay for Tinder, you can set it wherever you want.
Yes, and you can just do Paris, and then an Olympian,
try to snag yourself
an
an Olympian
will be swipe it, and then you go, oh damn, you played rugby.
Michael Phelps.
How you doing? The Olympics are cool. I don't. How long does it last? 2 weeks? Week and a half?
I have no idea.
I think it lasts for a decent amount. But
I think maybe
it comes and goes though. I don't
probably
know.
Closer to a month for all of the events, but for like the big ones, I don't know.
Well, because there's opening ceremony and closing ceremony.
But there's events before that too, because I know like basketball was going on before because you have to get through so many teams too.
Oh yeah, true. And some of like golf.
Yeah. They're just out there for a month, probably.
Yeah, what the fuck? Also, I don't understand why everyone was freaking out about the opening ceremonies. What the hell? Like,
well, they were mad about putting Greek religion in it,
but
like it's Olympics, like it's
that's where it
Mount
started.
Olympic, like it's a Greek thing.
And all
Dionysus was there.
You were bringing up Christianity earlier. A bunch of Christians were upset because they thought they were making fun of the Christianity, and it's like no, they're not.
No, they thought they were mocking the Last Supper painting.
Yeah.
Guess what? That painting is fucking stolen from old Greek art. Yeah, like people don't understand that.
I saw so many things on Facebook.
Christian artwork is all inspired by older shit. Same with all modern artwork is inspired by older fucking shit.
The Greeks have been around since the beginning.
They started the Olympics.
Yeah, fucking.
Really, we should all still be doing the Olympics nude. That's what they did.
I would watch it so much more.
I mean,
imagine some sand volleyball, baby.
Oh my god,
I already love watching it right now.
But like Jesus, that would be horrible for them.
Yeah,
because of the sand. I would
sprinting.
Yeah. What would be the best
shooting
sport? Shooting's lame though.
Yeah, no, but they're naked. They're standing there with a gun.
Synchronized diving.
Oh,
you gotta get the dick flops in the synchronized too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What is the best naked? Like, what would you watch the most?
Gymnastics.
And like I'm going more like men's because I want to see how the dick swings.
Yeah, you're probably being less of a perv than me.
No, but like imagine the dick swinging on like the pole vault.
Oh yeah, and then or like on the two bars.
Oh, the uneven
bars. The uneven bars blows my mind.
Terrifying. Yeah,
dude, that shit is insane. How I saw it. I mean, it wasn't the Olympics, but I saw it live at that Paranormal Circus a few months ago.
Oh right,
or a year ago, and it's just like, dude, you're flipping. And you have to lock your arms and then just fly and grab the next one. That's so much like jerky. Like you're like jerking around so much.
And they've had to like illegalize moves in it too because it's too dangerous.
And you're going so fast. Dude, some of those shit. Like I was watching Simone Biles, which one of the best fucking
I think
gymnasts.
she won a bunch of stuff
like maybe today. Yeah. But I was watching
She's
her.
a fucking powerhouse.
I was watching her do her beam routine, which is like she's just standing on a single beam, which is like 6 inches wide, which is big.
Almost too big.
It's almost too big. Sounds like last week. But she was like doing shit and then like doing like reverse flips on like the beam.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like so she was standing there and then she'd like jump over like backflip. Okay. It's insane. And
didn't know the word for backflip. Reverse flips.
But I was like, how the fuck are you doing that on a
fucking
beam?
Simone Biles.
And then she gotten like this weird she was like doing the splits kind of, and then started like spinning on the beam on one foot. I was like, holy shit!
She literally during her floor routine, she jumped 7 feet tall or 7 feet high.
That's what's insane. Some of them,
And she's like 4'11".
oh my god, yeah.
She's just a little ball of muscle.
It's insane that some of them do different events. Like the gymnastics, they do so many different styles of gymnastics.
And they're have to be so different.
Also, dude, you got to be so fucking nervous. You train for 4 years, and then if you fuck up,
I do want to see.
That would suck.
I want to see what like the worst rated floor routine is, and like how much better they are than me. Still,
I mean, there have been some fuck ups that have been funny. Like you told me about that surfing one, where the guy's pants fell down.
But also,
I saw that photo of his butt.
Yeah, so the surfing is held in like Tahiti, and they're like at a resort right now with like king size beds, ocean view, buffet. Like they're all like living it up, and then everybody in the actual Olympic Village are fucked.
They're like, what the hell? And then I saw some guy that was doing a diving routine, and it's gone viral on the internet, so it's late news to everyone that's listening to this. But he did it, and then like I think he like slipped or something. I mean, his flips and shit looked really nice, but then he like just landed.
Timing was off.
But he just landed in the water like on his back, and everyone was like, "Ooh, yikes!" Like imagine you train so much and then you just mess up.
All right, so let's say you could.
That sucks.
You're going to the Olympics, but you're good at the sport you're doing. Which sport would you choose?
Man, that's tough.
And I'm not saying like something that would help in your everyday life. What do you?
I mean, I'm thinking about the things that I'm intrigued by, like skateboarding.
Skateboarding,
or rock climbing.
Sure, I would. I think diving would be a fun one to be really good at.
Of heights, though.
Sure, but like I still think I don't know being that in control.
Yeah, because they like literally just
that's like a full send thing, yeah.
And how do they keep their bodies so tight?
I had no idea. I know my dad did diving in high school and shit.
So we did like flips and shit in there?
Cause I think he got to play around in an Olympic pool once.
It's just way deeper.
Yeah, it's huge.
And also it got like the fucking diving board is so far up in the sky. Dude, that's so scary. I would just be I'd be just scared to just walk off of it.
Sure.
Like you're that high up. Like
let alone like having a plan.
Yeah, and then just start flipping and that'd be insane. God, probably something that I would like skateboarding.
If you cannonball from up there, is water just flying up your ass?
Yeah, bro. It's like that's God's bidet, dude.
Yeah.
that's what he needs a fucking Olympic-sized pool to clean his anus. But yeah, the Olympics are fun, dude. To change the subject a little bit, I was scrolling through my phone, like on my notes. I have a fuck ton of notes, and I found some notes from like a long time ago when I was like dating.
Okay. And
I made a draft of like second date questions.
Okay.
Because the girl I was dating was like, "You prepare questions this time," because I'm terrible at dates. But I found them and I was like, "Oh, these are." So first off, I want to know if these are good questions.
Okay.
And then second off, I'm asking these questions.
Okay.
And this first one kind of relates to what we were just talking about. So, would you rather win an Olympic medal, an Academy Award, or the Nobel Peace Prize? You can only pick one. Is that a good second date question?
So, I mean, I guess I would technically say a Nobel Peace Prize because that means I did something really good. But we're talking like for me, like for an actual route, I would rather win an Academy Award for writing. But like, I don't know.
See, I think that's a good one because
I think Nobel Peace Prize is a funny one. I think you could go like, would you rather win an Oscar, an Olympic medal?
Well, I think it just shows like what are your values? If you're being honest,
like if I'm being honest, I would rather win a Nobel Peace Prize for something because I think that'd be really funny.
I think having a gold Olympic medal, that'd be cool.
Because then you get the tattoo.
There's a tattoo of it. Oh.
A lot of them get it on their bicep. It's just the Olympic rings.
Oh, that'd be sick as fuck. Favorite memory from childhood?
That's too broad.
Is this a good second date question?
No, it's too broad.
You don't have any?
It's favorite memory from childhood.
That's not too broad. Pick one.
That is a crazy broad question.
I have a few.
Exactly.
Maybe we'll jog your memory.
Sure, go for one.
None of them include you.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. We weren't friends from childhood. One of mine is hide and seek.
Sure.
We used to play hide and seek a ton as a full neighborhood. And that was dope as fuck.
I was also a part of that.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
Barely. I don't remember
We
you.
lived in the same neighborhood.
You lived a block away.
Not a block away.
I don't remember you ever playing hide and seek.
I played hide and seek constantly with you guys and flashlight tag.
I never played flashlight tag.
Yeah, you probably weren't invited. You fucking loser.
My house is the best hiding spot, so I was really good at hiding.
There was a house in between you guys that had the big tree that you could get under.
Oh, that you could get under.
Yeah, it was a pine tree.
Oh, okay, yeah. Pine trees. Yeah, I would hide in pine trees.
You get under it.
I get so fucking sticky.
Yeah,
Because
sappy.
people wouldn't want to climb in there,
Yeah.
and so I just sit there. And then another awesome memory from childhood: playing Mario Strikers.
Sure.
When I got introduced to Mario Strikers, I was at my friend's house, and we were in her older sister's bedroom. So it was 2 chicks, and then me and my buddy. And we were doing 4-player 2v2 Mario Strikers. First time I ever played it. And I remember screaming at each other.
Okay.
It was so fun. I was like, this is amazing.
I mean, that's still a great video game.
It's one of my favorites. And then another one. See, this is how you get to know someone on a second date.
Sure.
Is my neighbor across the street who I used to be best friends with.
Uh-huh.
Every like Saturday morning when I was younger, we would set up like these giant like Hot Wheel
Oh, yeah.
fucking worlds. Literally just on his entire front deck, and he had like a front patio.
Yeah, that you could ramp off of.
And like it would be like we'd have like a whole fucking track, and then we'd build towns and have little figure people.
Sure.
Like it would take
So it's
hours.
like a model train.
Yeah, it was
but with
basically
Hot
about,
Wheels,
it was so fucking sick. We would do that for hours, and then we'd be like, okay, and then just tear it all down and put it in a box, and then we just do it again the next Saturday. Dude, it was so fun.
I did a lot of Hot Wheels in my house.
Hot Wheels are dope, dude. You got anything? Those are the 3 that I thought of.
Sure. I don't know. Like,
We're on a date right now.
nope.
We're in a hotel room.
Separate beds. I don't know. I've
Not for
told
the
this
audio
story.
listeners.
I've told this story recently, but it was whatever birthday it was, where my entire family, every single person came over, but they bought their own water gun.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, and that was. I always just think of that as like one of the
That's just
happiest
fun.
times. Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody's having fun.
Uh-huh.
That's a good one. dude.
Yeah, I mean, there's that, but there's also like, I don't know, when my fucking dad came home from Iraq.
Oh.
That runs a lot of my childhood.
Yeah. Yeah, that's getting serious.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's also, on a second date, that's like, oh, okay, let's elaborate on that.
I tell personal, like, serious stories on first date. I love jumping straight into real shit.
So you just go, hey, nice to meet you. My sister had cancer.
It comes up usually.
Yeah, I remember going on a first date with one girl that had cancer.
Oh.
When I was meeting her, and she was wearing a wig. So I talked about my brother dying.
Was there a second date?
No.
Is that the one who's like said you were lucky she showed up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought
That was just a chaotic date.
yeah. She showed up like 45 minutes late.
Yeah. And we went to go get seafood. I ordered popcorn shrimp, which was $15. She ordered like seafood in a bag, which was like $50. And I'm a gentleman, so I paid. And then we just talked about cancer a ton. and then like she was like, "Well, you bought dinner. Do you want to go get a drink somewhere?" And I was like, "Sure." And like we went and got one drink, and then like I never saw her again.
Did she try to see you again?
I don't know, but then like afterwards she texted me and she's like, "Huh, it's weird. I thought you were gonna kiss me." And I was like,
Why?
"You almost didn't even show up."
Yeah. And you told me that.
You were 45 minutes late, and you literally, when you showed up, you go, "You're lucky I showed up."
Ugh.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Well, she was going through it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I got 2 more.
Okay.
There was a ton of other ones, but I was like, these are the most interesting ones.
Okay.
What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever told someone and they believed it?
Oh, fucking Jesus. Well, you're also asking me these like I'm supposed to answer immediately. You have to give me a second.
Okay.
So like a lie.
Yeah, basically. I have one.
All right, what's yours?
So growing up, I'm 10 years older than my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was in high school, Fred was really popular on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
You know that guy?
Yeah.
Fred here.
Mm-hmm.
I told my siblings that he went to our high school.
Oh.
And I was friends with him. And they believed me so much. And I forgot I did it. And my brother still brings it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's like, remember when you told us that you were like friends with Fred? And I was like, At first, when you brought it up, I was like, "Who the fuck is Fred?"
Like, wasn't that your cat's name?
Frank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was like, and my brother when I was in high school, I was 15, 16, and he's 5 and 6.
Sure, yes, that's fair.
So he was just like, "Oh, cool, that guy's he goes to your school." He believed it. So yeah,
I don't remember like good lies I told. They were all just dumb and small.
Well, I used to. I mean, people still tell me, they go, "I can't tell if you're being serious or not."
That's true. Yeah, we bullshit a lot, but I don't know if like specifics is the best.
Yeah,
lie I told.
the most ridiculous thing is probably that Fred thing. But I say a lot of shit, and I'm like,
well,
I think say a lot of joking.
Shit. Yeah, like in like
but people
upfront.
do believe me.
Yes,
and I'm just like, no, actually, like, I'm lying. Like, I don't remember exactly what I was talking about, but I was like seeing a girl and talking to her, and I said something like wild, and she goes, "Oh my God, are you serious?" And I was like, "No, I just literally made something up right now."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Why would you say that?" And I was like, "I don't know. I thought it'd be funny. I didn't think you'd believe me."
Did you get another date with her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good.
She sucked my dick. We talked about that in the car. That was the best one.
Oh, okay.
That was wild. Any ridiculous things?
I don't fucking know.
Okay. Move on to the next one.
Okay.
You might have to think about this one too.
Okay.
And this is going to be location specific, so people that are playing along at home, good luck answering this one. Is there any place in the Des Moines area that you've always wanted to go to but haven't? Because we're both from Des Moines and live there.
Because the Botanical Gardens was one, but I went to that recently.
Oh, you didn't go to that growing up at all?
I had been there before, but not really where I remembered it.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, Izzy really loved it, so her and I are thinking about getting an actual membership there.
Oh, that'd be dope. Yeah, there's really cool plants there. I got some cool photos there. You're not allowed to take photos there.
Interesting.
With a legit camera.
Huh. Because I know people have gotten married there before.
Well, you have to get like a pass, and we went for class, so we were allowed to.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you can take photos with your phone and shit, but Botanical Gardens, that's a fun one.
I'm trying to think of if there's like a venue I haven't been to, like none that still exist.
Yeah.
I would like to go back to the Capitol. There's some really... I went there as a kid, but I haven't been there in a long time. Like, because they have the haunted library. They have, like, the top dome that you can go to.
I've never been in the top dome.
I got to watch the 4th of July fireworks from there once.
Oh, that sounds incredible. Because my dad fireworks on the lawn, so they'd be right there.
So, yeah, when my dad was a state trooper, I used to go there and fuck around. I have not been there since I was probably 7.
I haven't been there since I was a kid either. I've been outside of it.
Yeah, I would like to go back there. I can't think of any other Des Moines spots I haven't been yet.
I've thrown up on the lawn of the Capitol.
That's nice. For what?
I was really drunk.
Oh, okay.
And the Capitol is right next to East Village where we hang out. And
You wandered up there?
It was a bad night. And I was on the phone with my ex-girlfriend, laying in a bush on the Capitol Gardens, and I just threw up.
Was she your ex-girlfine at the time?
She was. And
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was the night I ran into her.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we talked about that on the pod. But I literally threw up on the Capitol Gardens.
Just in the bush? God.
Yeah. For me, a place that I've always wanted to go to, and I've been wanting to go since I was like maybe 20 or 21 when I first heard about it, is a B&B Market. You ever heard of that? It's like a small grocery store. Maybe on the east side, I think. But in the back, there's like a deli.
Okay.
And they apparently make like some of the best sandwiches in all of Des Moines.
Okay.
And like one of my coworkers told me about it. It sucks because I think they're not closed on like Sundays or something. So like you can't go on the weekends. I mean, you can go on Saturday, but
sure.
He told me he like went there, best sandwich, and then he's like, yeah, I was talking to the guy that owned it, and we were like drinking together, and I was like, I just heard nothing but good things. And it's also cool. It's like a small grocery store too.
Nice. Ooh, Monsterama. I haven't been there yet.
Oh yeah,
that place, the other arcade in Des Moines.
That place is cool.
And I'm supposed to like get some freelance jobs from him, and I just haven't yet.
Monsterama is cool because we both work for a barcade called Uptown. But Monsterama is cool because you pay to get in, and then it's free play.
Which I don't mind.
It's kind of fun. It's like $15-$20 to get in.
But it'd be a lot easier to take care of the machines.
Yeah, but you can stay there for as long as you want. It's kind of small.
Yeah.
But when Wes and I went, we were like, hey, it's free play. Let's just beat games.
Yeah.
Because you could just, instead of putting in quarters in, you just keep pressing the button for credits. You know, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah. So I'd like to go there just to also see the different games they have. See if there's any I haven't played before.
I'm trying to think of any other places in Des Moines. That B&B Market was my answer a couple years ago too, because I still haven't been.
You still can.
Well, it's like I don't know how to do things alone. I don't want to like go to B&B Market alone.
Why? You can just go buy a sandwich.
Yeah, but I want to experience it with somebody.
All right. I think trying to experience things alone is important too.
Yeah, it's just scary.
Why? No, it's not. It's just a market.
Yeah, but like I don't know what I'm getting into.
A sandwich
What if
store.
it sucks?
Then that's fine. Then good thing you did it alone.
No, I think it's gonna be really good.
Okay.
I think going back to the Capitol would be really fun.
Yeah, I would like to take another like tour, like because I used to just be able to like walk around and like late at night too.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a haunted library. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They still got the satanic shit up.
No, that was for Christmas.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. That was fun. Yeah, that building's massive, dude.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, also Iowa has just such a good capital.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else in the Des Moines area. I'm sure I was not born here, but lived here most of my life.
Same.
And there's probably a ton of things I've never experienced.
Yeah.
I mean, just walking around downtown, I go, oh, wow, I've never been to that restaurant, never been to that place, never been to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of like cool places where I'm like, oh, that'd be fun to go to, but I don't know the names of them.
Yeah, because have you ever been to, oh shit, what's the name of it? It's an underground horror bar.
Oh, with the crosses?
No, that's Black Sheep.
Yeah, but Black Sheep scares me.
No, this one's more in like the business district, but it's Slaughterhouse, but the bar.
Oh, it's a bar?
Yeah, it's run by the same guy who like runs Slaughterhouse.
Is it new?
I don't know. I've only been there once, but like I know the owner.
And it's like the entrance is like in an alleyway.
Yeah.
I walked by it once.
Yeah, and like
I didn't know it was a bar because they do a yearly Halloween thing.
yes, and it's still set up down
Haunted
there,
house.
including the bathroom, which is rigged with like things to scare the shit out of you, literally.
Fuck that.
I know,
dude.
it pissed me off so much.
And then you pissed on it. Jesus. Was it a cool bar though? Like it was
Yeah.
a horror themed?
Yeah, it was very kitschy, but like yeah, it was fun. He's talked to me about doing like gigs there before.
I see. I don't. That sounds like too freaky for me. I could barely handle Black Sheep, and that's a vampire bar.
But that's just a bar, yeah.
I mean, when I walked in there one time, everybody turned and looked at me, and then
Sure.
I just turned around and went back upstairs.
I know
I guess I did. I've drinking there before, but my first time going there scared me.
Last time I went there was this older couple just making out at the bar, and this one guy kept nudging me and pointing at them. I was like, I get it, it's fine, and he just kept trying to make me watch them.
Some guy you didn't know?
Yeah,
That's weird.
and like I was just standing talking to Izzy, and this guy kept nudging me like, look at them. I'm like, I don't care, stop.
Why's a random guy?
I don't know.
Why does he give a fuck?
I don't know
It's
why.
also a really small bar.
Yes, it is.
It's wild. I went there the last time I went there when I actually had a drink there. One of my professors was doing a guest DJ spot there, and what's wild is we had online Zoom classes with him because he lived in LA.
Oh, sure.
He was my screenwriting professor, and he just randomly was like, during one day, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be in Des Moines next week, doing a guest DJ. If you guys want to come down." And most of the people in his class are 18.
Right, yeah. So did only you show up?
I think I was the only one, and like, because I was already in the area, I went to Tap Room for
Sure.
dinner, and it's right across the street. And like, I was like, well, I'm just gonna run over and see if he's playing. And literally, as I'm going over there, he's standing outside taking a break, smoking a cigarette, and he goes, "Oh, Zortman, you came."
It's weird they even recognize you since it's only online class.
Well, we had to have our
Zoom on? Okay.
yeah, because like we did like table reads and shit for screenwriting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I've met him a few times. He just emailed me and invited me to a show, and I haven't talked to him in a year. That's kind of cool.
Oh, that's
he was
cool.
he was a cool teacher,
Yeah.
and he'd be someone good person to know. He lives in LA. Pretty cool. But that's it for questions I have. All the other ones were like, how many siblings do you have, or something like this. The top one, you don't have to answer it, but like,
Okay.
what are 3 things you could talk about for hours?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not a bad one.
That's
I
not a
guess.
bad one for. But then a lot of them are like, favorite things. What are some of your fears? You ever broken a bone? And then the last one was, you want to go on a 3rd date?
Wow.
I thought that was pretty good. And guess what? She said yes.
Oh, okay. That's good.
It was a girl I dated for 3 months.
Sure,
That
gotcha.
said she loved me.
Yep. That one.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Oh, real quick before we go.
Yes.
I brought this up last week about how my hot neighbor moved away.
Yeah.
So I get home after doing the 48-hour film festival, which we'll talk about next week, maybe.
Maybe.
We haven't screened the movie yet, so we don't talk about it yet.
And hopefully we move on, so we won't talk about it for a while.
Yeah, but we made a movie.
You'll see it eventually.
But I came home after doing the 48-hour film festival, and I came. No. Actually, I did.
You probably did.
I did that.
You were with me for a few days, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm always like, I haven't been alone in 3 days. I got to let it out.
For me, yeah.
But as I'm getting home, it's like nighttime, dark. I see the lights on, and I'm like, oh, maybe they left the lights on for the tour. The blinds are kind of cracked, so I was like, let me take a look inside there. I didn't like look in the window, but I noticed a bunch of boxes.
Okay.
Somebody moved in, and then there's just a ton of plants outside in the front.
Ooh.
So I'm like 80% sure, probably a woman.
Yeah, that's fair.
If they just moved in and had a ton of plants already out.
I would guess, yeah.
Safe to assume.
Yeah.
Haven't seen what they look like. Don't know if it's a couple.
Maybe
Don't know if it's a hot neighbor.
Maybe it's a new hot girl neighbor.
But if it's a new hot girl neighbor, not gonna talk to her. Not gonna talk to her. But then I'll have one again.
And
so
that's what counts.
So it'll be fun. Yeah. I just said it'd be a fun update.
How exciting!
So I can't wait to get back from this moist tour and see what she looks like. And it's just gonna be like a dude.
Maybe he's like, hey, what do you think of my plans?
He's like, am I hot enough for you?
Actually, he listens.
Yeah. Fuck, you found me. I live in a motel.
Can you imagine if you got a neighbor? He's like, you Robert from Moist Monday? You're
dude,
like, what the fuck?
I would shit my pants.
That would be the worst thing ever.
Sometimes when I order food, we got to wrap this up, but I'm just thinking about, sometimes when I order food like on Uber Eats and shit, and the delivery guy comes to the door, and I'm usually fucking high or look like shit, because I don't want to go anywhere. Sometimes I'll like get the food and then they'll just stare at me and they'll like give me like the eyes like they know me.
Sure.
And I'm just like, oh, thank you, bye. And I'm like worried that they're going to be like, oh, are you from Gaming Off the Grid?
Sure.
And they just know where I live.
Much more likely, yes.
Yeah. And I'm just like, because it's always like I'm wearing like gym shorts and like not a t-shirt, but I have a hoodie on over. Like,
why don't you make them leave it at the door?
I live in an apartment, dude.
Yeah.
And
open
also,
your door and grab it when they leave.
Because when I used to do that, when I used to say leave at the door, then it wouldn't show up at my door. It would go to a different. Sometimes it would show up on the building across from me because it's the same number.
Yeah,
but it's a different building.
You have to hunt down your own food.
I just see my food over there, and I go, I'm not walking over there. I've done that before, and I go, never got it.
Okay, at least you did that. Yeah.
There was one time where I was like, where's my food? I didn't get it. Like I mentioned to the guy, and he's like, oh, I delivered it. And I looked down, and it's like 2 apartments down, sitting in front of a door. So I'm just barefoot, dude, it's weird going up to someone's door and just be like, this is my food.
Because if someone else saw you do that,
it looks like I'm stealing. Yeah. One time I live on the 3rd floor. One time someone put it on the 2nd floor. So I went down the stairs and I just saw it and I was like, this is weird, but I'm just going to take it.
Hopefully it's actually mine.
It was.
Okay.
But I was like, this is like, it's weird when a house is different, Yeah.
Except for the issue with our house is that the front, well, also it doesn't. The front door does not seem like a porch door.
No, your front door is a real door.
But we've had people walk in, like, because we have like an alarm system. So we've been like, we've ordered food, and then we see our front door open, and we just freeze.
I'd go, what the fuck?
And then it takes a second.
I'd freak out.
Yeah, we do.
Especially because you have animals.
Sure.
Luckily, they're not allowed in the front room, but it's like sometimes they are in there.
Yeah, that's true.
And then it's like they just open it and they run outside.
I guess, yeah.
Or another one runs in, then you have 5 cats.
That'd suck.
Do you think it will ever happen?
No. Not until one dies.
Hopefully it's not the good ones.
But speaking of good ones, this is the Moist
Monday
Monday
this has been the Moist Monday
podcast.
podcast. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being a part of it. Can't wait to be back in the studio next week. Yeah, hopefully.
Can't wait to be done with this fucking moisture. Also, final call for Moist Movie of the Month. We haven't watched it yet, but we're going to, but it's going to be a little late.
Yeah, it'll probably be
next week,
first or second week in August.
Yep.
When it comes out. But make sure you watch Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans.
Starring
How
Nicolas
did
Cage.
I remember the name of it? I don't know. But the log line was it. I figured that,
he read this to me today. It's the funniest thing.
So that I don't know anything about this movie yet. But our buddy Nathan Harsh got a physical copy of it, which is insane, on DVD because he's a psychopath. But literally, I got to figure out the log line for the movie for Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans is The only criminal he can't catch is himself.
Just the dumbest fucking line I've ever heard.
What does that mean? Just from that, I'm assuming the movie is Nicolas Cage is a detective, but he's also a criminal.
No, he's a bad lieutenant.
Yeah, so he's a criminal.
Yeah, he's a lieutenant that's bad.
I guess that's the name of the movie.
Yeah, Port of Call, New Orleans.
And it takes place in New Orleans?
The port.
What the fuck?
I don't know what Port of Call means, but yes.
It's going to be an interesting movie. Eva Mendes. I think the cast is great.
The cast is fantastic.
Just a bunch of iconic people. So make sure you watch that. Send us an email, moistmondaypodcast at gmail.com. Make sure you follow us on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and X, Moist Monday Podcast. Rate us 5 stars. Subscribe us on YouTube. Do all the things. Maybe watch the Olympics.
Yeah.
What else did we talk about today? I don't even
Give
know.
us some first date questions.
Oh, yeah. No, second date questions.
Yes.
Unless you're Jacob, then
Like,
it's... Then
where's the lube?
Second date?
What?
You need lube on the second date?
Mm.
You're doing anal?
What?
I feel like the second date, you don't...
Is anal?
No, I feel like the second date, you shouldn't need lube because everyone's excited, so it's already...
Lube is still helpful, though.
I guess it does feel nice.
There's no shame in the lube game.
I guess it does feel nice. Because I always just, like, especially when I'm just doing solo play, I don't ever use it.
Sure.
So, like, I remember the first time my girl used it on me, I was like, oh,
When you get that little squelch in there.
I was like, this is a game changer.
Yeah.
And she's like, you can do this
at
on
any time.
on your own. And I'm like, not gonna.
No.
I don't deserve to treat myself like
That's
that.
fair, yeah. What I do does not deserve this level.
No, because I'm just, like, bored.
Yeah.
Or I'm, like, trying to go to sleep. So I'm like, I don't want to get wet.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and then just like your hand has it, and you're like, God damn it. Yeah, and then what else are you going to pick up that's going to be slippery?
Yeah. Well,
Bye.
Moist Monday.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.